Oh, I gotta leave first, but
I can climb over.
I'm gonna get. You can. No, you'll be fine. I'm just gonna get more footage of the Sasquatch.
This is the coolest thing ever, but I'm so
Okay, seriously, look how big it is. He's just chilling. I don't think it is a human. I think it's a Sasquatch. Because look, he's on the mountain, way far back on the mountain. But look how huge he is.
And I don't.
We went up and investigated the Provo Bigfoot sighting and wanted to show you some of the things that we found. It snowed 4 days after, so it would have covered up any of the tracks, and during that 4 days, I believe I'm the only one that made it up there. At least I'm the only one with video evidence of actually making it to the spot where the Bigfoot was. The guys that filmed it tried later on that afternoon and come up to some rock face walls and stuff and didn't quite make it up there. And then a guy a day after me or 2 days after me, he tried making it up there and he couldn't. It warmed up and got too wet and sloppy. So we studied the mountain for a couple of hours before I headed up, and we kind of mapped out a way to get up there to avoid the rock walls and everything. So we lucked out and made it up there. It snowed 4 days afterwards, so anybody else gets up there after that, the evidence is gone. But these are some of the Bigfoot tracks we found. I found 17-inch Bigfoot tracks, and I also found 14-inch Bigfoot tracks, and the 14 inchers are up by where the creature was. When we first saw the Bigfoot film on Reddit, we immediately started looking on Google Maps, zooming in with the satellite images and stuff, and trying to find the place along the Provo bench. Now here's a 17-inch Bigfoot track I found. It was going downhill, and this was in the oak brush cover before I got to the film location. When I got to the film location, paralleling the cover, as Bigfoot often does when it travels, it parallels cover, we found the 14-inch tracks. And here's the 14-inch tracks, and the two big toes were well preserved. I think the other smaller toes were either didn't take or the wind kind of blew the snow in. And then here's the screenshots of the Bigfoot. I went through and wanted to find where it was standing up the tallest. Our investigation video, I showed like the patty profile with its legs spread, taking a big step from the side so you could see the cone head. But on this size comparison, I want to get where it's standing straight up, because the Bigfoot seems to hunch over a little bit most of the film. So we wanted to do a size comparison with me. I actually stood pretty close to that very spot. I went and found a photo where I was actually pretty much standing in the same spot, and that's coming up here. Now some of these, the Bigfoot's flailing its arms, and you won't be able to tell till you get me right next to it. I cropped an image with me right next to it, just so you guys can see its girth and weight and size. I don't know how much bigger that is than me. You guys can figure that out on your own. I don't know. It's at least a foot, maybe more. And then its girth. I weigh 200 pounds. So what does it weigh? This is the one I used in the original video of it, the side profile, the cone-shaped head. And then there's the 17-inch Bigfoot tracks again. I'm 5'7", and this looks like it's at least a foot taller than me, probably more. So it's 6'7", 7 foot, maybe taller.